Hey, so this is Tuesday morning and day again, who knows how many, but I'm going to put this one out there. This is a slow and strengthening class. We're going to focus on strengthening our arms, strengthening our core, strengthening our low back, taking care of our body since we aren't out that much. So let's get started with this. And please know that anytime you jump on a class with me, grab a couple blocks, a couple blankets, a blanket. I'll try and be responsible and let you know what you need to join. What other? If something hurts, something bothers you, something just doesn't feel right, don't do it. If you need to catch your breath, please always come back to Svastha, down dog, balasana, wherever you are in the flow of things, come back to your breath. Take a moment. It's important that we take care of our bodies, that we listen to our bodies, and that no matter what it is we're doing, when we know something doesn't feel right, we back off and find a safe space. So let's do this. Let's have some fun and strengthen slowly, mindfully. So before we do anything, I really always like to focus again, and especially at this time, Kapalabhati breath. Kapalabhati is that cleansing pranayama that we need to be mindful of. Cleanses all the stagnant air out of our lungs, cleanses all the stagnant energy that's hanging out in the base of our lungs. And right now with this respiratory thing, we want to make sure that we are taking care, expanding and strengthening our lungs. If you are a smoker, join me, not so much for this strengthening and expansion of the lungs, but just a very gentle inhale and exhale out of the body. It's safer for you to do so. So let's get started with that. Kapalabhati, we'll sit up nice and tall, hand on our belly. And we'll take an inhale in and exhale out. And we're going to go ahead and start with doing that breath work, and we'll do 3 rounds of 11. So I'm really excited to do 3 rounds of 11, and we'll get started with this right now so that we know what we're doing. Trying to find there we go. So Kapalabhati breath we'll get into before we start everything. If you find that comfortable seat, sit up tall, take that nice deep breath into the body. And a nice deep exhale out. Inhale part way. And we'll begin that short snap of the diaphragm. So inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale halfway, and let's begin. Inhale in, exhale out. Inhale part way, we'll do that another round of 22. Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Inhale and exhale. Last round. Inhale part way. And begin last round. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And inhale. And exhale. So from here, if you would, just lie down on your back in Shavasana. And we're going to practice that Dirga Pranayama. Dirga Pranayama is that deep breath all the way into the belly, middle, upper, and then we release it and exhale it, lower, middle, upper. Inhale, lower, middle, upper. Exhale, lower, middle, upper. So stretching out on your mat. Let's take those deep breaths. Just relax the body and focus on just your breath right now. Long and deep. Completely relaxing the body as much as you possibly can. Resting. We've all had our struggles getting to the mat today and struggles just dealing with isolation, dealing with getting what we need. But find time to take care right here. Take a few big, big breaths and just soften the body. On your next deep breath in, I'd like for you to start to walk the feet up the mat and draw the knees into the chest. Find that squeeze. Support the head if you need. And just find a few rocks back and forth, side to side, if that works. Taking care of the low back, the spine. And then we're going to extend our feet to the sky. Toes can point, maybe flex, maybe find a few circles, maybe find some stretches in the toes, spread them wide. Maybe wake up those hamstrings a little bit. Press the heels away, toes down to the face. And from here, we're going to keep those feet flexed. We're going to focus on our core and engage our core. So we're going to draw our navel into our spine. We're going to focus on our pelvic floor being drawn up and in. And we're going to slowly inhale our arms overhead. Exhale, let the core be what brings you up. Kind of a nice little yogi sit-up. So we're just reaching past our legs. Inhale, take it all the way back. Exhale again. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, bring it up. Pause with it for 3 deep breaths. Inhale, take it back. See if we can find 3 more. Exhale, bring it up. Let your core do the work, not your neck, not your shoulders. Inhale, take it back. Exhale. Inhale back. Exhale one more time. Inhale. This one hold for a count of 3 again. And release it all the way back. Knees to the chest, find that gentle squeeze. So from here, we're going to take the knees and find that 90-degree bend so we can peek at our toes. I would love to have you put your hands down at your sides. Palms facing down. And we're going to engage that core again. Pelvic floor in, navel to spine, and very slowly, softly drop the knees over to the right side, not quite to the earth. Inhale, bring them back up through the center point. All core. Exhale, left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, right. Inhale, back to center. If you'd like, you can bring your arms up in goalpost arms. Exhale, left. Inhale, back to center. 3 more on either side. Follow your breath. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. 2 more. Let your core do the work here. Take it easy on the low back. One more, either side. And back to center. This time, let's take the knees over to the right and just rest here for a moment. So be sure that you extend that left arm out long beside you. Right hand can find the top of that left knee. Take 3 deep breaths, softening the belly. Inhale the head back to center. Left hand and arm can come up. Scoop the knees up, protect your spine, engage the core, come back to center. Bring those knees back up. Give yourself a little squeeze if that's okay. Draw the knees in. Maybe just inhale those arms up overhead. Exhale. Bring the forehead up to meet the knees. Maybe we find the soles of those feet. Maybe we find the calves. Take a full breath. Inhale, cat stretch it out, nice and long. Exhale, one more. And release. Let's take the knees to the opposite side. So we find our toes, we drop the knees over in our JP twist. Relaxing the knees on the left. Reach out with that right arm. Extend and lengthen, soften that right shoulder, left hand can rest right on top of that right knee. Take a few breaths here. Inhale the head back to center. Bring that right arm up. Slowly scoop the knees up from the left side. Protect your low back. Bring them into center. Find happy baby, Ananda Balasana. Bend the knees, draw the feet down. Draw the knees down. Maybe it's comfortable to place the hands behind the thighs, behind the calves. Wherever is comfortable for you in your practice, and maybe find a little movement. Check in with your core. See how you're feeling. And then we're going to come back to that center. We're going to cross the feet at the ankles and rock up to boat pose, Navasana. So slowly find a few of those spinal rocks. Come up and pause right here. Don't move. Take a few breaths. Let go if you'd like. Reach those arms out. Maybe take a moment to extend the feet long. Stay lifted through the center of the chest. Three deep, long breaths to the body. Exhale. Knees into the chest, hug your knees in. Find a breath. And release. Nice work, guys. Let's slowly find our way over into our tabletop, Varmanasana. So just to demo for you what we're going to do from Varmanasana, we're going to take our tabletop and just find some stretches in our hamstrings on both sides. We're going to find that balance position. So when you're ready, finding that tabletop, open the fingers up nice and wide under your shoulders. Knees under the hips. Take a full inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, press out through the spine and open up as much as you can. Inhale, soften the belly. Look up. Soften the heart space. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, bring it through. Exhale, one more time. Inhale, release. And then slowly find that neutral spine. Press through the right foot behind you. Follow the right foot. Press that heel. Find that hamstring this morning. Stretch it out. Remember, slowing that breath down. Long and deep. You can see here the little dip in my spine, my low back. So we're going to take our time here, tuck our tailbone in, draw our navel into spine. That little dip comes out. We're going to lift our right leg, lift our left arm. Take those long breaths. If you feel unstable at all, feel free to tuck the toes on the left foot for some support. Either place is good. Long and deep breaths. Slow release. We'll switch it out. Find the opposite side. Press through that left heel. Feel that nice stretch in the calf muscle. Enjoy it. When you're ready, find your core. Left leg comes up, toes point to the earth, right arm extends. Breathe. Nice, long, even breaths. One more, you've got this. And slow release. We're going to do that one more time on the right side. and left side. So right leg comes back. We'll find a little movement here. So extend that right arm. Left arm, right leg. Take that inhale nice and deep. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach long. Exhale. Bring it in one more time. Inhale, create that length. Exhale. And stretch, release. Opposite side. Left foot extended out. Point the toes to the earth. Square off those hips. Make sure we've got our core engaged. Right arm comes up. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, lengthen. And release. Take a moment here to set your heels and your hips to the back of the mat. Find child's pose. Reach the fingers out. Balasana. Take a few deep, deep breaths. Stretch through the upper back. Stretch through the shoulders. Long, slow, deep breaths. This is one of those places to always come back to find our breath. And smooth it out and slow it down. If it's comfortable for you, slowly come back up. We're going to find Varmanasana, our table, and move into puppy. So very slowly, we're going to tuck the toes. And again, you can find that dip in your back. Take it out, protect your spine. This is a simple maneuver of drawing the pelvic floor in, the navel into the spine. We protect this entire area of the low back. Take a full breath here, tuck the toes under, lift the knees. Hang out and breathe. Knees can hover just a few inches above the earth. This is building some shoulder strength, some core strength. Flexing those toes. One more big inhale and exhale, press it back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Pedal out your dog if you need to this morning to release those hamstrings. Remember to rotate externally the upper arms, create the space for the head and the neck. And take 3 deep breaths. Peek up at the hands. Walk your feet all the way up to meet the hands. Pause here for a moment and allow the feet to walk a little bit wider. We're going to soften the knees and we're going to reach for our elbows and just hang upside down in ragdoll. Maybe take a few movements from side to side. We want to release any tension in our low back because at this point, anytime we do core work, we always, even when we're paying attention, take some tension in the low back. So release and allow that low back to just soften. One more big inhale and exhale. On those exhales, let your head become heavier. Let your body start to stretch, the spine stretch. Release the hands. Inhale, come all the way up. Nice, deep, long stretch. Arms come overhead. Take that gentle back bend. And then exhale, hands to your heart. We're going to pause in our mountain pose for a moment. And again, just connect with that Dirga breath. The lower, the middle, the upper. So pause and breathe. Take 3 full rounds of breath. So we're going to move into Shiva squats from here. So if you need a block in front of you, grab a block. If not, not a big deal at all, but we'll place that block out in front of us. And I'll demo for you what that Shiva squat looks like. It'll be an inhale. We'll come down, find the earth of that block. We're going to extend that right leg out long. Find that squared off hip. And then bend the left knee, taking the right knee behind it. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, coming down. So I'll come up. We'll start again together in that squat or that Shiva squat. So pausing in that mountain pose. This is really great for strengthening the thighs, the calves. So let's inhale, arms come up. Let's exhale, come down, find the earth or that block. Again, inhale, extend that right leg out. Keep that right leg, I'm going to turn around so it's a little easier to see. The right leg out nice and long, toes pointed to the earth. We're squaring off the hips, engaging the core. Exhale, bend the left leg, bring the right knee behind. Inhale, take it up, press into the earth with that left foot. Nice. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, up. 3 more. Exhale. And inhale. 2. Last one. Pause here. Core engaged. Make sure those hips are nice and square. When we do, we're engaging that transverse abdominal muscle, hip point to hip point. Nice. One more big breath. And release the right leg. Inhale, peek up halfway, lengthen out of the hips. Exhale, fold, find ragdoll. Relax the low back. One more big breath. And exhale. Inhale, let's rise all the way up. Take that little back bend. Exhale, hands to our heart. So let's find that opposite leg. So we're going to find the left side of the body. Inhale. Exhale, come down, touch the earth or the block, your choice. We're going to extend the left leg this time behind us. Square those hips off. Take a full inhale. Exhale. Bring that left knee behind the right. Inhale, bring it out. Exhale, bring it in. 3 more. Really press into that right foot on that inhale as we come up. We're strengthening those muscles. 2 more. Last one. Hold it here. Take those long breaths. Remember, engage the core, transverse abdominal muscles, nice and strong. One more big breath. Exhale, release the left leg. Inhale, peek up halfway. And then exhale, release the body, find the elbows and hang for a few more breaths. Uttanasana. Nice, even breaths. Inhale, come all the way up. Nice big stretch and reach. Take a moment, find that back bend. Exhale, hands to your heart. Pause in your mountain pose. Take those long breaths again. Connect, check back in. Is your breath steady? Can we slow it down by lengthening it? Nice. And relax. We're going to move into Utkatasana, another leg strengthening. So we've done some core strengthening work. We're working on those legs. So Utkatasana, chair pose. The feet come closer together. We're going to inhale our arms up overhead. Again, take that dip out of the low back. Find the core. Exhale, come down, bend the knees. Long and strong here. If you can sit down lower, feel free. Come on down just a little bit lower. Find the strength in those legs. One more big, even breath. Inhale, come all the way up. Come up on the tiptoes, slow and steady. Hang out for a breath. Release back to the heels. Hands to the heart. Nice job. Let's try that one more time. We're going to inhale, arms up overhead, nice deep reach. Core engaged. Exhale, come down to that nice deep seat. Fire up the pinky side of those arms. Draw the shoulders down the back. Breathe. Come down if you'd like. 3 more nice deep breaths. Arms nice and long, beautiful. 1 more big breath. Inhale, come up all the way up on those toes. Pause and breathe. Exhale to the heels, hands to the heart. So we're going to find our twist with this, Parvrita Utkatasana. So feet same position. Inhale, arms come up nice and long. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to bend, placing the left elbow on that right knee, just on the outside edge. Lengthen the body. Inhale, open the arms if it's available. Maybe placing that right hand on the back, low back, on the sacrum, and breathe. Inhale, hands back to center. Come up all the way. Take that little back bend. Exhale, hands to your heart. Let's find the left side. So we'll do this so that you can see a sideways version. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Pause. Get ready to bend those knees. Find that twist. Inhale, core engaged. Exhale, right elbow, left knee. Be very mindful that the knees stay in alignment. If it's available, open the arms. Take those deep breaths. Beautiful. Hands back to the heart. Inhale, back to center. All the way up. Gentle back bend. Exhale, hands to the heart. Pause in mountain pose. Take 3 long breaths. Smooth out the breath. One more deep, deep inhale and exhale out of the body. And then we're going to move into Malasana, that prayer squat. So taking the feet out to the edges of the mat, heels come inward. And when we do this, again, be very mindful of the core and the legs as we come down. We're building that strength. We're going to come all the way down, hands at our heart. If for some reason your heels don't quite touch the ground, feel free to pull a blanket underneath. But pause here. Find gratitude in this space for the time that we have and the technology that we have to form community and work together, breathe together. Let the low back relax. Let the hips soften. 3 or 4 long, deep inhales and exhales to the body, pressing those palms together. Releasing the wrists as much as possible. Connecting our energy lines in the palms of the hands. One more big breath. And then release the hands to the earth. We're going to come down to our knees and find Varmanasana. So coming into that table, we're going to take our right wrist or right hand, the palm, and bring the palm face up, the top of the hand on the earth. Fingers pointing toward that right knee, and just sit back a little bit with it. We're going to stretch that right wrist a little before we move into some plank. Inhale, come forward and release it. Maybe find a few circles with the right wrist. And then let's do the same with the left. So the palm comes up, and we place the top of the hand in front of that left knee. Just relaxing. Gently drawing the hips back just to see that we can release some of that tension. Come back to neutral. We're going to come out into our plank, and I'll show you where we're headed from here from plank. We'll go from plank to Bhujangasana. So coming from that plank, we'll come down into Bhujangasana, and then eventually a wide Bhujangasana with the fingers. So let's start our plank. I'll turn sideways so it's a little easier. Tucking the toes, again being very mindful of your core. If this is uncomfortable at all for you, come down to your knees. Toes can point up. Again, spread the fingers wide below those shoulders. We're working on that shoulder strength and those shoulders and arms here. So whatever's easiest for you that works with your practice, take time. 3 deep, deep breaths in your plank. Long, strong, deep breaths. And then a slow lower, knees, chest, chin, all the way down. Relax for a moment in crocodile. So we fold the arms, lay them one on top of the other, take the feet out wide, and just breathe. One more deep inhale and exhale to the body. And when you're ready, let's slowly bring the hands below the shoulders. Press the tops of the feet into the earth. I like to have a blanket right across my hip points and my pubic bone. It's a little easier for me to come back in that deep back bend. So coming here, fingertips just below those shoulders. Press into the earth, inhale, and rise up slowly into that baby cobra, baby bhujangasana. Take a breath, core strong, exhale and release. Right cheek to the earth. The next one, we're going to inhale, come up, maybe lift those hands up off the earth. So take a full breath in. Press in, exhale, core engaged, rise up. Hands come up off the earth, nice even breath, long spine. Release left cheek to the earth. So for this one, we're going to walk our hands out. And I'll demo this way. But our fingers are going to be wide, under the shoulders, as far as the space. But walk them out wider. Fingertips touching the earth. Again, press into the earth, tops of the feet, pubic bone. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, come up. We're working a little bit of strength into the fingertips, the front of the chest, the shoulders. Take a full breath in. Exhale, release. Spine, one more of those. Take an inhale, long spine. Exhale, come up, shoulder blades down the back. Beautiful. One more big, even breath. Exhale, release. Hands below the shoulders. Exhale. Hips all the way back to the heels. Spine, balasana, child's pose. Soften the low back. Check in with your beautiful, sweet breath. Long, deep, beautiful breaths. 3 more. When you're ready, slowly make your way back up to that comfortable seat and into Shavasana. Take any last little movements that you might need for your Shavasana. Maybe drawing the knees into the chest. And once you've arrived in your Shavasana, get comfortable. I know that we always say, or we always hear in our classes, that Shavasana is one of the most important parts of our practice. And it is. It's that time to take 5 minutes, and I'm going to leave you here 5 full minutes to just allow your body to feel and absorb all the benefits of the practice that you've completed this morning. Feel the nourishment that you've given to your abdomen, your low back, your biceps, your triceps, your quads, your calves. So in your Shavasana, let's take time here to take a few cleansing breaths. Deep, deep inhale in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Release all that stagnant air. Inhale, one more time, deep inhale in. Open mouth, exhale, letting it all go. And soften. One more, inhale, and as you inhale this time, tighten all the muscles in the body as tight as you possibly can. Contract, hold, 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 hold. And big exhale, release it all. Gentle tuck of the chin, support the back of the head if needed. Find that Dirga Pranayama, slow, steady breaths, filling the bottom, the middle, the upper. Releasing from the bottom, the middle, the upper. Soften and surrender, relaxing the face, the eyes, the jaw, the shoulders, the belly, the hips, all the way down to the tips of the fingers and the toes. Just relax, relax, relax. Fall into that beautiful space of a natural breath. Starting to deepen your breath. Taking those long, sweet, beautiful breaths into the body. Finding those gentle movements in the fingers and the toes. The wrists, the ankles. With each deep breath that we take in, bringing in more prana to the body. And exhaling any tension that we may be hanging on to during these times. If you would roll to your right or left side at this time and just pause for a moment. Let's have a reading that I'd like to read from Mark Nepo's book. That's a beautiful story or a beautiful little poem, Through the Wall of Flame. And it's pretty specific for people right now in these times that may seem frustrating and to have no end. As a frightened man in a burning boat has only one way to the rest of his life, we must move with courage through the wall of flame into the greater sea. What seems like this huge wall of flame for us now is this isolation that we must take in order to protect not only ourselves, but everyone else around us. Our families, our healthcare workers, our teachers, our emergency personnel, everyone, our elderly. And as we move through this wall of courage into a greater space, taking all the time that we need to make sure that we get this right. There's much hope. There's much to dream about. There's much to see coming up in our future. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for taking the time for self-care for your body, for your mind, your spirit. We take a moment to bow our heads, bring our hands into our heart space, and honor the few moments that we get to do these things, and again, to honor technology and the ability that we still have to bring community together and practice together. In love, light, and awareness, I honor you and this practice. Have a beautiful, blessed rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you. Hold on a minute. Let me get up here.